Okay. Finally, let's just proceed to the session. Go. I guess unmute.
नहीं मेरा
Wait, I muted you. हाँ मैंने कर दिया छोड़. Okay. So if in case we okay, before proceeding ahead, let's just have a quick recap of what we have learned in the previous class. So in the previous class, we have learned a major part, the very important part, that is how do we create an object. Yes, what is exactly an object? It is nothing but a door which is allowing us to being in one class, entering into the another class. With that object reference, what we have done, we have accessed the variable, we can access the variables and method. In the previous class, I have shown you how do I access the exactly the methods from another class. That is, I had a main method here, main class, and I had a student class. Okay, in the student class, I had something called sleep, eat, and study method. What I did, being in the main class, I created an object of the student class. So that object reference, what I did, I call the what is that eat, sleep, and study method, and they got executed. That is what we have learned right in the previous class, and they have also executed in Eclipse also. I believe the same thing you have also done. Lakshmikant, okay, fine. So let's just proceed with our session. So in the previous class, what we have seen how do we access the respective methods. Let's try to show. Let me show you something called how do we access the variables also. Okay, let me write almost similar program or same program only. I'll tell you as visible. Yeah, I'll tell it as something called a class. Class name I would like to give it as something called a student. Okay, in the student class, what are the variables we have declared? Name, roll number, and email ID. Yeah. Okay. I'll declare it as something called string name. Okay. Next, I'll declare as int. What is that? Roll number. And next, what is that? String email. Okay. These are the variables we have. Now, what I'll do, I'll declare the method. I'll tell public void. What is that? Eat. Okay. And inside this one, I'll tell it as system.out.println. I'll tell it as student is eating. Okay. I've written in the short form, guys. SOPLN means system.out.println. I believe everyone are clear, aware of this one, right? Next, what I'll do, I'll create one more method. I'll declare it as public void. Okay. Sleep. And inside this one, I'll write as system.out.println. I'll write as student is sleeping. Okay, student is sleeping. Next, I'll tell it as something called a public void study. Okay, study. And what I'll do, I'll write as system.out.println. I'll tell student is studying. Okay, student is studying. And I'll close the class. Now what I'll do, I'll create one more class. Class name and declare it as something called main. And inside this, I'll write public static void main. I'll write it as string of arguments. So I believe everyone can understand what does PSVM means. Public starting void main. Online, is it clear at this point? Is the video lagging up? Sometimes, little bit. 1 second. 1 minute. Let me check. Open it. Now guys, still there is a lag. Little bit. 1 second or 2 seconds, there is a lag, right? Maybe what happened today? Yeah, Wi-Fi is coming fine. Yeah, I guess now is fine. Online, if you face a lag, please ping me or unmute and tell me if you guys are facing a lag. So what I have done, I have created a main method here in the lagging. Let me 1 second recheck the router. Okay. The extension is around, I believe now, no lagging, right? Yeah. Fine. So let's proceed now. Thank you for the cooperation. So let me proceed ahead. So what I have done, I have created a class that contains a main method also. Now I want to access this method means we have seen in the last class what we did. We created an object to object reference. I called this. Yes. For an example, let me create one more time object. Tell me, how do we create an object of a class? Object कैसे create करते हैं?
By using new operator.
Very good. That is by using a new keyword. I'll tell it as something called new. Okay. After that new, what I have to do? Student. Why? Because I want to create an object of a student class. I declare it as something called student. I'll tell it as student and open and close and semicolon. I believe I have told you why open and close bracket. I'll teach you when I take the concept of constructors. Okay. For this door, I'll create a handle. Let me tell it as something yes. And S is of type what? Student. Okay. And let me define it once again. That is, this is nothing but my object. Okay. Object creation. Object creation. This variable we call it as object reference. Okay. The type of object. The type of object. Okay. See here, what is that I have written? New and some class name we are mentioning this, immediately that object is being created. Whatever object got created will store inside a variable called yes. Okay, some name, it can be your name also, anywhere, any name can be. Now, what is this? Yes, it's nothing but it is a reference. Now, in which memory, in memory address, it will store the data. Where it has stored, that address will be stored inside this variable. Understood? So, this is, we call it as object reference. R-E-F-E-R-E-N-C. Okay, reference. Okay, and what is this? What type of data is stored inside this one is defined by this data. Okay, that is, it stores the student data. So it is telling the type of object means it stores the student type of object. That's okay. Now what we have done in the previous class, we wrote something like this, that is yes dot eat. Okay. We wrote some s dot sleep. Okay. Next we wrote something called s dot study. Okay. As soon as we wrote this one, here directly yes means what? Student door. Through this door, it entered the student class, and what it did, it called eat, sleep, and study method, and it got executed. Now, what is that? My requirement is I want to store the data in this variable, and I need to access. Okay. Now, initially, have I given any value to this variable, sir? No, right? Now, what is the name of the student? Have I told her? No. What is the roll number? What is the email? I have told her? No. So, to declare the data into this one, two possible ways is there. One is the dynamic, one is the static. The static, we call it as hard coding the value. Okay, for an example, I will remove this semicolon here. What I do, I'll declare student name is equals to Sachin. Okay, I'll remove this roll number. I'll tell here are something called 10. Okay, I'll remove this email. I'll tell it as something called is Sachin@gmail.com. Am I clear? Am I? This अगर आप ईमेल में डिजिट कर दे सकते हैं, वो क्या होगा, इसके अंदर आ जाएगा ना डिजिट. हाँ. So what is happening here? Like this I'm doing. This way of giving the value to my variable, we call it as hard coding the values or providing the static data. Static values we are providing to this. Okay? Hard coding, उधर ही data store हो रहा है. हम dynamically change नहीं कर रहे. Okay? Understanding that? So what is happening? Now you might ask, sir, for this one, why have you given semicolon? For this one, why you have not given? Remember, guys, that is string is nothing but a group of characters encoded by double quotes. A group of characters encoded by double quotes, we call it as a string. Now tell me, name is of type string. Okay, it will store what? A group of characters. Means a group SACHIN group of characters enclosed within the double quotes, we call it as a string. Hence, whenever you declare a variable of type string, you should compulsory give the data as inside a double quote. But roll number is of type integer. For integer, you should not give double quotes. Only the number you have to give that. Okay. Okay. Now you might also ask, sir, in this one, if the Sachin and what I do, I give here as 10. Okay, like this, will it error will come up? No. Okay. Why? Because a group of characters, anything you enclose within the double quotes, it is considered as a string only. You can remove this string and you can also give it as 10 within the double quotes. This is also string only. Even though you are giving number, but you are given double quotes, means it is a string, it is not a number. Only without a double quotes, if you are giving a name or any number, then only it is called it as what? Integer value. Am I clear? Okay. So what we have done, now we have stored the values to the variable and we can easily access them. Now what is that? What is the value present inside this, what is that? Variables. If in case I want to print base, where is my control now? Here. Now where is the data present? Here. Now how can I go from here to here? Object. Okay, we require object. Already object has been created. Now that object I can access by this variable. Yes. So I'll tell here as system dot out dot println. I'll tell the student name is. Okay. I'll tell it as what is that? Yes dot name. Okay. I'll explain. Let me write it again. I'll write system dot out dot println the student roll number is. Okay. Yes dot roll number. Okay. Next we'll write system dot out dot println the student email is. I'll tell yes dot email. Okay. I'll close the main method and I'll close the class. Okay. So what is that I have written here? and where this double quotes plus and all is come, it has come. Let's try to understand. Okay, so we do the tracing of this program. Okay, so initially what will happen? Initially, the control will be with my operating system. When I want to execute my Java program, the operating system will give control to whom? JVM. So control will give to the J, V, and M. Okay, now JVM what it will do? What it will do first thing? This one.
It will search for main method.
It will search for a class that contains a main method. Okay, does this has a main method? No, ignore it. Does this has a main method? Yes. Immediately control will come to the main method. Okay, after that it will enter inside this particular, what is that? The main method, and what is happening here? An object is getting created. Okay, now where exactly object is created, where these variables are stored, everything I'll show in my next program. How in the memory level, how it is working. Right now, let's just proceed. One object has been created, one door is there, one permission they have given to enter inside this class. Now, after that, when control comes here, that is after object creation, I'm telling yes dot if means control will come here, it will execute this particular method, and it will go back to the same place. Yes, this I have seen right in the last class. Next, what I am telling yes dot sleep means it will come here, it will execute this particular method, and it will come back to the same place. Okay, next study. It will come back to this place, and it will execute this method, and it will go back to the same place. Clear? Is it clear? Online, is it clear? Clear? In learning, still I'm explaining. One second, guys. What happened? Online students, is it lagging for you also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you should inform me. How will I understand? Okay, let me just check router again. Today, what happened? What happened? Guys, now still. This solution. This Wi-Fi extension is on. Still is lagging. Now, guys. Come on. Online still there is a lag for you. No, yeah, it is working now. It's working. Maybe today internet fluctuation is happening. That is the reason. Now it's fine. Okay, let's just proceed now. So in the previous class we have seen clear, is it clear? We have executed this method and it got executed. Now what is that I am doing here is I want to print the value which is present inside this variable. Okay, again present inside this variable means definitely again from the main class I have to enter the student class and there only the data is present and this I have to fetch. So what I have done, again I want to print the values. To print the values, what is required? System dot out dot println. So I am telling system dot out dot println. And remember one thing, guys, in the system dot out dot println, anything you write within the double quote, it will be printed exactly same as in the console. Okay, inside a double quote, what and all the data you have given inside the double quotes, it will be print exactly as it is. So if you see here system dot out dot println, in the double quote, I have given as the student name is. Clear? Here I have given as the student name is. So what will happen? Console will open. Let me write here console. I'll write as student name is. Means what I have written here in the double quote, exactly same will be printed. Okay. After that, what I have given, I have made use of something called a plus operator here. Now, plus operator means, remember guys, here in the Java, operator overloading is not there. The concept of operator overloading is not at all present except for one operator. What is that operator means? That is the plus operator. Okay, what is this overloading? Operator overloading mean? For an example, assume that you are working in a company. Okay, you have some tasks to execute or some work to do. Suddenly, your manager will come and give you one more task. Already you have a work. Your operator manager will give you one more task. Then what you will do? No, sir, I can't do it. I am already overloaded with work. Yes? Yes. You will tell, right? What does it mean? You are already having a task. Upon that, one more task you are assigning. Means you need to do, means you are telling you are overloaded. Means one person is doing more than one task. At that time, he'll tell, I'm overloaded. You already, your stomach is full. What you are doing? Someone is coming offering one more meal to you. What you do? No, I'm overloaded. I can't eat it. You tell, right? Means already existing. Apart from that, one more extra if you are giving, we call it as overloading. So, what is this operator overloading? Is if you tell here in the Java, that is 10 plus 20, okay, is equal to, what is the total value here? 30. Means when you give the plus operator between two numbers, it is performing what? Addition. Addition operation is it is doing. Now, along with that, here what is this one? It is a string. Double quote, a group of character will be included with the double quotes means what I told, it is a string. Now string and yes dot name means what is that? Yes in the student class. Yes belongs to what? Yes belongs to a student object. The student dot name means I'm going and accessing the value from this. Okay, it will go inside a student class. Yes dot name, in the name what is present here? Sachin. That Sachin it will fetch, and what will do here? I am telling us a plus operator. That is some here name, that is student name is. Again, what I am doing? I am telling here something called Sachin. Means I am concatenating both the values. Concatenating means joining the both the values. That is the student name is. I will join what? Sachin along with this string. Okay. Then what will happen? Here it will print as something called Sachin. Understood? Now, and next is what? The student roll number is. I'll tell it as student roll number is. Okay. Next, what I'm doing here? Plus, what is that? Roll number. Means student roll number. In roll number, what is there? 10. Now, what is there here? Some group of character plus number. This time addition will not happen. Again, what will happen? The concatenation will happen. Means it will join. That is 10 will be attached with this string. The student roll number is 10 will be printed. Now what is happening here? If it is a 2 number, addition is happening along with some string, means concatenation is happening. Means one single plus operator is doing two operations. One is the addition, one is the joining. So this is what we call it as operator overloading. Means a single operator is doing multiple tasks over there. Is it clear? So what will happen here? When after this executing these three methods, it will come here and print that the student needs. S dot name means immediately control will come to this variable. What is there present in S dot name? Sachina. Sachin will be printed. Next it will come here. Roll number will be printed. Next what will happen? That is email will be printed. After that, is there anything to execute? No, it will go back from main method JVM to operating system. Is it clear? Online student, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubts you have, you can let me know.
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
You take a student as an object, sir.
Okay.
Instead of student, can we take a main as an object? It's working, sir.
Okay. Now look at it. Okay, your question is valid question. Instead of student object, can I create an object of a main? That is what your question, right?
Yes, sir.
Answer is yes. We can create an object for any class. Now, I have created a student object. Can I create a main object? Yes. What is that I need to do? New class name is main. So I tell new main, some reference of type main. To do that, object of a main will be created. Now you tell me why I have created only student object, not for the main. Why? Because if you are already inside this class, okay, you want to access anything inside this class, will you take any permission? Huh? Now you want to switch on the fan. Will you take my permission, sir? Can I switch on the fan? That is, you will do it in nursery. Yes or no? Madam, can I drink the water? Can I go to washroom? Or like this, you'll ask. But here now you have grown up to access anything like that chair you want. Will you take my permission? Huh? No, you belong to this class. You are allowed to access anything inside this class. Huh? So what you do? You can, without any permission, you can access. But if you want to go and access the chair present in another class, will you directly go on? What you do? You'll take permission. Sir, can I go and take chair from another class? Like that only, the control is already present inside this class. What and all variable methods, if it is there inside this class, you can directly access. You need not to create. But you want to access data from this class, so you need a permission. What is that permission? That is object you are creating for this. Yes? Understood why you have not created object for main class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In future, we will write some blocks, variables, method inside a main class also. At that time, I'll show you without creating an object how we can access it directly. Okay. Any other doubts you have, please ask. Any other doubts? पूछो कुछ है पूछो
The class we had उसको तो we had type object उसको तो same as well.
यहाँ पे ना हाँ यही लिखना चेंज करेगा एरर आ जाएगा बोलेगा तेरा यस के स्टूडेंट स्टोर किया है कुछ और दे रहा मैं नहीं लूंगा एरर आ ठीक है नेक्स्ट कराने के लिए यहाँ चेंज हाँ यही पे जो डेटा वहाँ पे स्टोर हुआ है उसको एक्सेस करने के लिए यहाँ से यस क्यों लिया है that is permission. I have taken the permission here. That is permission, and I'll go and access the name. Okay, you give me that. Okay. Any other doubts? Online, if you have any doubt, please ask, guys. Do not hesitate to ask the question. If it is the same question or you want me to explain once again, please ask. This foundation, if it is clear, then going ahead, all the programs will become easy. Java is one of the easiest language if you understand it. I believe, is it clear? Okay, copy this. I'll execute and I'll show you. Copy this quickly. Okay. Guys, completed. Online completed. Please acknowledge.
Sir, we cannot see the second part on the board.
Second part means which one? Okay. Oh. Wait. Sorry, I can't see that. Now visible?
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't check that. Okay, make it fast. Here is the two classes, which name can be saved this file, student.java or main. See here, if you are writing both the program inside a one file, then you have to store this file name as main.java. Okay, always try to store the file name as the class that contains the name. So main method contains a main method, right? So you will store the file name as main.java. Okay. Yes, we can store student in one file, main in another file. Okay, shall I show you both now? Shall I execute this one, guys? Is it completed copying? Okay. So let me just open my Eclipse 1 second. Okay. My Eclipse visible now? Huh? Okay. So, yeah, let me come back here. So first I'm writing in both the classes in one file only. So what I'll do, I'll declare it as string name. Okay. Next is what? In roll number. Okay. String email. I'll give the values as something called Sachin. Roll number is equals to 10. Email is equals to sachin@gmail.com. Okay. So this is clear. Now what is the methods? That is, I'll tell public void eat okay. So I'll come here as new student. I'll tell it as yes. Okay, as per our program, I'll call the methods first. I'll tell is dot eat. Okay, yes dot sleep. Yes dot study. Okay, student name is okay. Next. Okay, so this is our program. So let me just run this program. It'll right click, run as Java application. And you can see here, are we getting the exact values? Huh? Here, what I have given, the student name I have given inside a double quote means exactly what is there here, it will be printed. And Sachin is what? That is yes dot name what we have written. It will go to the student class inside the name what is there, that is Sachin. It is fetching and it is coming and printing it here. Okay. Online, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So 1 second. Yeah. Fine, let's proceed. Now I'll show you the another technique that inside another class how we can store it. So same program, what I'll do, I'll copy entire student class. Okay, I'll remove it. Okay, I'll go here and I'll create another class. I'll class name, I'll tell it as student. Okay, and inside the student class, what I have done, I've pasted the student data. Okay. Why error is coming? Student is already defined. Okay, here it is created, right? Okay. What I'll do here is I'll tell create a class name, I'll tell it as student. Okay. Until unless I create a package, I don't think so it will allow me. 1 second, guys. I'll show you how to create that. I'll tell package com.vjs dot java. Okay. Second, do I have a student data or deleted? Yeah, it is there. Okay, I'll go to my, now look at here guys, my program. What I have done, I have created a file called student, inside which the same data is there. And inside what is that main class, what is there? I have created an object I'm calling. So student data is in separate file, main is in separate file. I'll execute it, run a Java application, and you can see here the same output is coming as expected. Clear? So what I have done, I have created one package. So what is this package means? We will see, we told, right? Java is a structured language. Yes or no? C language at that time when I give the introduction, C language was not structured. Here structured is there. So how do we achieve that structure with the help of a classes and as well as the package? Now, like this one package I have created like com.bjs.java. Okay, when you create a real-time application, we'll create a different packages. Like in one package, we'll create a model class. In one package, we'll create a class that will speak with our database. In one class, one package will create a code that will handle our front-end data. Okay, in another class, what we'll do, we'll provide the services, aspects for our program in real application development. So like that, I don't have any all those things. So I have created a normal package and I've created a separate package. So that a structured format, you can keep all the data. Now, look at here, there is one project called, what is that? LTI Starter App. Can you see here? One project is there. Now, this is one of the real-time application. Now, if I open this one, can you see here something called source/main/resource Java? Okay. Can you see here so many packages they have created? See here it contains the services, here services implementation, REST services, model. If I open this package, you can see so many another classes are there. So this is how a real-time project is being developed. Got the clarity? Packages. So don't worry about the packages. In future, when I go ahead, little bit more concepts I cover, I'll show you how to create packages and how to give the names and all. Okay. But as per your requirement, creating a different files and accessing, I have shown you. So is this clear? Online, is it clear? Guys, acknowledge. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you have understood this program, shall I give you one more requirement? Can you write a program for that one? Okay. Now, let me just show it on the screen only. Okay. What I'll do, I would like to create one object. What can we create? For an example, let me, okay, we'll give it as dog only. Okay. We'll give it as a dog only. I need to create an object of the dog in which a dog class, what and all it should contain means, what is that? Dog name. Okay. Name is equals to, tell me some name for the dog. Zorro. Okay. And the next is roll number. No roll number, sorry. Dog doesn't have the roll number. What is that? Color? Okay. Color, give any color like white, black, brown. We'll give it as brown. Okay. And what is that? Price? If in case some dogs have some price, let me give it as something called 10,000. And what is that? Next is breed. Okay. What and all breed will come? German Shepherd. Tell me some pug. Okay, pug is easy one. Okay. So these are the hash part of my particular dog. So what I'll do, this is the hash part. Okay. Let me create some does part. So what I'll do, a dog will eat, okay, sleep, bark, okay, and walk. And what I'll do here, I'll call this one. So I want you to print all the method as well as this particular hash part also, how I have printed for the student. Can you write a program for this one now? Yeah. Online, can you write it?
Yes.
Okay, quickly. You have 5 minutes. Make it fast. Any doubts, please let me know. Okay, one candidate has sent. Sumati, okay. So let me check it. Directly view not visible in Zoom. 1 second, let me check then. Okay, class dog, so brown, public void, eating. Where it went. Sleep. Yeah. Good. Good, Sumati. Oh, correct.
Thank you, sir.
Can also try executing if you get a chance. And if you guys stay nearby, please try to attend offline class. Okay, you people still doing? Make it fast, guys. Okay, guys, fine. You can check in the chat box. Your friend Smati has already done, and it is correct. You can look at that. You can download that image and you can follow. Okay, and that this much will be only for my session for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, try executing it and send the output in the what is that in the group. Okay, is it okay, guys? Okay, guys, fine. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.